you is a sign of low intelligence. It's not necessarily a lack of knowledge, but it's a lack of curiosity. The biggest sign of low intelligence is being certain you're right, never asking questions, and then getting defensive instead of interested when you're wrong. And I think that's a very, I was like, that's solid. It may not be the sole answer, but I think it's a good answer.
I was saying the other day, you know, like, I feel as though from the minute I wake up until the minute I'm going to bed, my brain is working on processing things and figuring things out, right? And I'm working at probably about maybe 80% capacity all day long. I think a lot of people just don't give a shit and go through life at like 25%, and they just all day they're at 25%. So what happens is when they need to like use their brain more, they're banded there and they can only go to about 35, maybe 40%.
Like if you don't exercise and go to the gym, you have to exercise your brain as well as your body.
I think that's how I think about people with low IQ too.
It's interesting because I do think there is an emotional element to it that people who, if you made them take an IQ test, would score at a certain point in the scale, but their emotions or their psychology or whatever causes them to consistently make dumb decisions. But the fact that it applies to them and their emotions cause them to be stupid, basically. They basically override their intellect for the sake of emotionally getting whatever chemicals they need to get the register in their brain to feel a certain way.
There's degrees to it, and it's a superpower to know how to shut it off. You know, like if you can shut that off in a pinch when you need to, like whether you're in a courtroom or whatever, you need like you can shut. That's a superpower. IQ, no IQ. If you master that one skill of being able to shut off your emotions and think through before you say anything, and survey the field and make rational decisions as you can based upon the information in front of you, you'll fucking make a shit ton of money in this world and you will be okay.